Hey, this is Dr. Ol from Science Buddies. In today's science project, you will make your own beeswax wrap and compare its properties to plastic wrap. To create your beeswax wrap, you will need parchment paper, cotton fabric, scissors, an iron, and some beeswax. First, you will need to cut a few pieces of fabric that will cover the opening of a jar or container. After you cut your fabric, you will need to melt the beeswax onto it to create the beeswax wrap. To do this, create a sandwich of parchment paper, fabric, beeswax, and parchment paper on a baking tray. Then slowly move the iron back and forth until the wax has fully melted. Allow the wrap to cool for approximately 10 minutes before peeling the wrap from the parchment paper and trimming any excess wax from the edges. Next, you can test its physical, sustainable, and food preservation properties. To test the physical properties of durability, we can add items of increasing weight to the wraps to see if they deform. To test the seal of the wrap, we can see how much water remains in an inverted jar with and without force. To test the heat resistance of the wraps, we can see how the wrap physically changes when exposed to high heat. To test the sustainability of the wraps, you can test the cleanability of the wrap by seeing if different foods can be cleaned off of them. To test the versatility of the wraps, you can see how many applications they can be used for or how many items they can wrap. To test the reusability of the wrap, you can record the number of times it can be reused before it's damaged. To test the food preservation capabilities of the wraps, you can test the freshness of bread after 1 week in each type of wrap. To test the amount of condensation that forms on wraps, place containers covered with the wraps for 2 days in the fridge and quantify the amount of condensation that forms. To test the ability of the wraps to prevent oxidation, wrap a piece of cut produce overnight to see which one has more browning the next day. Which half of the apple was wrapped with the beeswax wrap and which one was wrapped with the plastic wrap. For more information on how to perform this experiment yourself, use the link in this video's description. For more science projects like this, visit sciencebuddies.org. Thank you for watching and see you next time.